rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives. You create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess. What's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives. You create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. Fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess. What's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives. You create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just
play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep on they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess. What's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess. What's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test, expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second, this life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing, new focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take your redemption, just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression,
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheme. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race, life is a chase. I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way. What I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheme me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. And when they try to change, you can say no, free me.
Let me set this up real quick, because I'm kind of getting deaf with this sound. But anyway, I just thought to read you guys the Bill of Rights, because as an American, what do you call that? We have a duty. I know we're a U.S. citizen. We're U.S. citizens, and we're not born here. We are originally from different country. But there's a reason why we become a U.S. citizens, because of the dream of the land of milk and honey. And one of those is the freedom. And including with that is the Bill of Rights. We as a U.S. citizens, we took our spot as a U.S. citizen, the Bill of Rights. When we become a U.S. citizen, we pledge to the allegiance of the United States, in which stand. And right now, what I've been noticing a lot, and which is bothering me so much, that I decided to kind of like capture this, just to remind people that what do you call this? Nasaan na yung ano ko? That why, just remind people why you become a U.S. citizen in the first place. And there's a lot of people that is like forgetting why they become a U.S. We have a duty for this country to remind, to vote for the bills that it's being laid upon us as a U.S. citizens of this nation. And unfortunately, a lot of people doesn't take time to read about the bill that is being passed in their local government. And like, for example, we're about to have a election here in Texas, a local election. Of course, as a U.S. citizens, as the citizens of the United States, we have the right to find out what the bill is all about. And we have to read about it, because it's actually in publication. And I don't understand why a lot of people, they just vote blindly, which is they shouldn't be voting blindly when they don't know what they're voting about. The fact is, like, for example, everything that goes beyond the House of Representatives, and also it starts from the local government. And when this little chips here and there that being passed, without the American people knowing about it, because they sneak it out, they word it in a tricky way and all that stuff. And that worries me a lot, because you know what? Yes, this we as now, we need to protect the next generation, because that is part of our duty. We don't just sit down and not do anything about it and read about what's being passed. We have a responsibility as Americans to protect our people, our children, our children's future. We don't just ignore it and what you call it, lessen their freedom later on, because as a parent, as a grandma or anything like that, as an American, we should pay attention, because we are this future, our children's future is going to be affected by this local bills that it's being passed without our knowledge. And that is a lot of the stuff that's happening in the House of Representatives is being passed because the people like us that don't pay attention what we're voting for. And that is very, very concerning to me. And that's the reason why I had decided to make this, what do you call that? Talk about this stuff. Do you know what's the bills in the Constitution, right? The bills that is being passed in your state? I was just wondering, because, you know, as I said, here in Texas, we're about to get into a situation where we have to vote for our some local bill. And as I was asking my family and my friends at my church, I asked them, do you know what's the local bill that is being passed? And a lot of them, percentage of them, doesn't know what it is. And which that's very sad, because we're supposed to know what's going on. And that is not what's happening. And out of my concern, I just figured, you know what, let's remind ourselves why we are what we call American. We have a responsibility to basically, what do you call that? To know what we're voting for, to know what's going on in our representative. The fact is that we do a lot of stuff that we don't know about it, and that is very concerning to me. So here we go. I will. Let me see. Let me get me I have this thing. Hold on. I'm just gonna replace my. There you go. The Bill of Rights, the Constitution of the United States. There you go. Let's see. Oopsie. There you go. This is the Constitution, United States Constitution. The U.S. Capitol, the White House, and the Supreme Court. These are three different brands of. Hi, Paul Maurice. I'm just talking about the Constitution of the United States and what's being passed in each state. Right now, we are having a local election, and it bothers me that a lot of people, a lot of U.S. citizens don't know what they're voting for. They're just ignoring the fact that there's bills that's being passed because of certain wording and all that, and they're not paying attention. They're not reading the bill. They're not concerning about the bill. They just go to the voting booth and they just check it, which is so wrong, because every U.S. citizen had a duty to read about what's being done in this country. And I don't care what part of what party you belong to, but you don't just vote blindly, not knowing what you're voting for. Because if you really need to think about what you're voting for, because our children's future, we are the first defense of their freedom. the next generation, they're gonna hold us responsible when we, as a parent, as the voter, the now, are voting blindly because we're so lazy to research, or we're so lazy to not to give a damn about things. I understand life is so busy and all that stuff, but you know what? When it comes for our future, for our country, and also the next generation, we need to be careful what we're voting for. We need to pay attention what is being said and pay attention what being said in the bill. And you don't just pass it and hoping that you did the right thing, because that would be, by then it's too late, when there's so many people that is voting for something that they don't really understand, or they don't mean for it to pass it, but because of their lazy attitude, not caring, not knowing what is being said in the bill. That's very concerning to me. And as an American, that's very concerning to me, because you know what? That will affect the next generation of this country, not just for us now. It will affect the next generation, whoever is gonna be in the office of this country. And we need to pay attention not only who we're voting for, what they stand for, what they're doing, especially the bill that they're passing in the House of Representatives, in each representation that we get. That's the reason why we have the Bill of Rights, to be able to vote, knowing what we're voting for. And there's a lot of concerning, like for example, the state of Tennessee. The state of Tennessee had a bill for basically gagging the Second Amendment, which is, you're not going to be able to buy certain weapons or anything like that for if you have some sort of medication. And that is not something, there's so many. If you read about the legislation, the bills that is being passed here in Tennessee right now, they have a bill there that is against guns and against people that are buying guns that has on medication. It's very disconcerting, because it's very conclusive toward the anti-gun kind of stuff, and it's not something that people should be doing so, because you know what, that is a freedom for us, an American, to be able to defend ourselves and our family, our country, our property, our self-defense, and all that stuff. Basically, they're trying to control gun control. They're thinking about anything that to do with that. They will stop for nothing, and that is very concerning to me, because first of all, that is very, very so liable. They're like lying about things that is not true, and it's bothersome. So Joy, that's also in your state, like I said, and a dog. That's the same thing as your state. It's all start in a small community. It's all start in the legislative. Like for example, here in Texas, we have a lot of lobbyists going for taxes, credit employer, and all this stuff that they're trying to pass. It's very like Virginia administrative code, insurance, and all this stuff. There's so many things. The corporation, criminal justice. This is the bill. This is here in Virginia. Since you asked me, I will go to you first, Doug. Doug, this is what's happening in Virginia right now. In Virginia, my goodness, this is kind of hard to do. Here in Virginia, this is Virginia. What is being passed in Virginia right now? You guys really need to read about all this stuff. Right now, they have Title I, Administration, Agriculture, Alcoholic Beverage Control, Conservative Natural Resources, Corporation, Criminal Justice, Correction, Economy, Development, Education, Environment, finance and financial institute, gaming, health, you housing, insurance, judicial, labor, employment, and also there's different kind of stuff. But if you go to different legislative, this is what is in here. And each one of you guys can go to your state of representative records on what they are. It's in the publication. Each one of them that is here, they are being posted in there, and I do not understand when people had an excuse not knowing what they're voting for. Because first of all, when you go to the voting booth, they're going to ask you what it is, and they're going to try to manipulate you with the wording that they do it and all this stuff. But people need to pay attention what they're voting about, because, like for example, this one right here from K-12, the school, there's so many things that they're trying to pass as a bill. A lot of them is not good for people, a lot of them is anti so many things. And really, you guys need to pay attention. I'm not going to go into this, but there's no excuse for people to not know what they're voting for about bills, legislative, and all this stuff. Because it's actually posted in your local, whatever local state you are, city, whatever, they have it posted. So when you are a voter, it's very important you are very knowledgeable on what you're voting for in the ballot box. You have to know what it is. We can't just go out there and vote hoping that the full explanation of what you're voting for is there for you. You have to do a research on it, understand what's being said, because a lot of the bill, what I notice is they put some kind of special sweet nothing words on it, and a lot of people, ordinary people, doesn't understand. But you have to research that. You have to understand what you're voting for, because not only the future, if you have children, if you have family, especially the people that you have in the military and all this stuff, they are all in there. They are fighting for our freedom, but yet we're not responsible enough to make time to pay attention what we're voting for in each bill that is being passed, even in the local position area. You need to know about it, because everything that goes to the legislative, the House of Representatives or House legislation or whatever, it starts from the bottom. It always starts in the bottom. So this is the reason why I wanted to post this, because I cannot accept when I am having a conversation as an American to someone that I'm expecting for someone to have a decency to know at least what's being what are they voting for or whatever. Do they know the bill? They don't know what. They have no idea about it, which is very bothersome, because that just tells me that you are not responsible. You're not taking responsibility as an American. You have a responsibility. When you're enjoying your freedom, guess what? Freedom also means you have responsibility to understand what is being said, what bill is being passed, because that will affect the next generation of American, not only American, our own children, their future, our country. So you can't just, both blindsided. That is not something that as American, as Asian American, I'm a Filipino American. But I tell you what, it took me a long time I become one. I had to think about it. I had to pray about it before I gave up my citizenship. But because I gave up my citizenship as a Filipino, because you know why? Because I thought we have the same understanding of freedom. But yet, here in the United States, during that time that I took the oath, I really believe what we stand for. Now, right now here in America, it bothers me, and I wonder what is going on with this country, what's going on with my country right now. Because it seems like a lot of people, it's all about me kind of issue, not thinking about the future of our children, not thinking about the future of this great nation. And that to me, it's such it kind of like hurt me, because not only my family's future is also in it, not only that, my family also served this country. So yeah, I should be concerned. We should be concerned, because the future of this United States of America lies in us, who is the citizen who vote. So that's why it's important. You guys need to know what's the Bill of Rights, what's the bills being passed in your local area, and read about it before you go vote, before you go to the voting booth. So this is the legislative here in Texas. If you guys go there, find out what the bills in your local area, so that you understand. When someone like me asks you, do you guys know what you're voting for? And you can't just tell me, I don't know. I'm just going to vote for something. You can't just tell me that, because that's just so irresponsible. Irresponsible as American for you just tell me flat out that, oh, I don't know. I'm just going to look at it and see, hoping that it's a good one. So you mean to say you are irresponsible as an American. You are not taking your freedom where it should be. And that is just one thing that I want people to be aware, that you have no excuse not knowing. You have no excuse, because it's all in a publication. It's in your local website. Anywhere, like the city you belong to, the state, the county you belong to. I mean, you can't just say, oh, I'm just going to vote whenever. And that is not something that I can accept when someone tells me that, because, as an American, we should be responsible for whatever it is that we are taking on in the voting booth. I don't care if you are from a different, whatever party you belong to, but I expect you, as out of respect for the people that die for this country, for you to know what you're voting for. You don't just give your vote hand out for free for anybody. Anyone can just come in the United States and just put a flowery word in there, because you're dumb enough not to know what's going on. You're not to care at all. And so you're just gonna vote that way. And that is to me, that's such an insult to me, and it bothers me. In the state of Tennessee, this is the state of Tennessee right now. The state of Tennessee had a bill right here. This is the bill for state of Tennessee. In state of Tennessee right now, they are putting out some bill that kind of will make you a little bit iffy right now, because this is what it says in here. Prohibit healthcare provider from knowingly informing administrator, offering performance administration, medical procedure, and purpose, and enabling minor identity with all lives. This one right here, you guys can just look into this. It's the same way. You can find it in every state. So, like for example, Florida. Florida has the same thing. You go to the website and find out what bill is being passed, because I know you guys can have a local election. And there's a lot of local election that it's going to have a little tiny bills that they're going to be sending. Guess what? Like, for example, this Tennessee one, they have this right here. The bill is right here and explaining what it is. And a lot of this actually is anti-gun. It's something to do with medication. And they don't, they will prohibit you. As an American, we have the freedom to purchase a gun or whatever to protect yourself. But right now, they're giving that power. The local government in Tennessee, they're trying to pass this bill. Actually, I'm not sure if it passed already, but like I said, this is one of the things that I read about in Tennessee. I just browsed it because I just wanted to show you guys that you can't just tell me that you don't know who to vote for and what bill you're going to vote for. You're just going to be voting. You can't just do that. You have to know what you're voting in the bill. If you're going to vote freaking know what you're voting for, because you might be voting for something that you don't want to vote. Okay? This one right here is one of those things that's a plurality. Senate Bill 1. It says Section Tennessee. Legislature declare must take action to protect the health and welfare of minors. Supposedly it's hidden that way, but when you go a long way and read about this stuff, there's more to it than it's what's being said. So you guys need to go through that and read about that, because that is not something that you really want to vote about. Because this actually cancels off your right to be able to protect your family, protect yourself, or anything like that. And also, they're basically declaring you as an incapable person when you are in a medication. There's so many things that's going on with this bill that is very concerning. You need to pay attention to this bill. As in Tennessee, the people that voting in Tennessee, you need to be careful what you're voting for. Find out what is being put out there. Tennessee right now, before I thought Tennessee was very good, decent state, but right now, a lot of the stuff that they're actually they're putting out there as a bill, hidden under disgrace in a beautiful wording, is anti-religion, anti-gun, anti anything that's got to do with freedom, anything to do with whatever it is that they're thinking about. Anything that is wrong, it's good for them. It seems like that's what's happening in Tennessee, and that's why I don't have faith in Tennessee. Before I used to love Tennessee. Now it's something also is going on with that state. I don't know what happened to that state. But this is all the bill that is being passed in Tennessee. So you guys need to pay attention when you guys go to your local stop voting. You need to find out what's going on with that. This is in Tennessee. So it's the same way that I'm showing you guys here in General Assembly here in Texas. It's the same way. You go to the website on your city, your local website, and you will see, just type bills, what's being passed. It will show you what it is. And you go to the legislative, or what, House of Representative, all those things, you can find out yourself. So you can't just tell me that you don't know what you're doing, because that is really irresponsible to do. That is not something that you guys, you should tell someone that, like us, like me, like for example, that gave up our own freedom, our own country, just for this great nation, and then only to be told like that. There's just no way. First of all, this is what's happening. Amendment. The Bill of Rights, guys. This is the Bill of Rights. It said, Amendment 1, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, freedom and speech, of the press, of the right of the people visibly assemble and to petition government and readiness of grievance. Ito yung this is what the Second Amendment here. The Bill of Rights, it says here. So let's not be idiotic, not knowing what's our right, because that is not something acceptable for all of us. You can read about that. This is all in the website of the state that you belong to, and you can find out more about it. So let's not be, I don't know what happened to this country, but there seems like a lot of people is not thinking anymore. They're just blindly doing whatever they want, they feel like doing. And that's not something you should be doing at all. You need to pay attention to what's going on in your country, in your local area, and stuff like that, so that it doesn't affect the rest of the country later. But anyway, so that's the only reason why I took the live here today, because that bothered me today when I went to gathering together and people are not knowing what they're supposed to be doing and all that. They're just gonna vote blindly, and that's really bother me. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I just thought I let my thought about this kind of stuff come out. So thank you. I'm done for now. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Gusto ko lang ilabas to kasi I cannot stand people saying, I don't know, I'm just gonna vote whatever is in the bill. I haven't had a time to read about that. So there's no excuse, guys, when somebody asks you, do you know what's the bill that is gonna pass today that is in your local area, and you can't tell me? That is so wrong. And you can't just tell me that you're just gonna vote blindly. That's so irresponsible. As a people that fight for this country and family shed blood for this country, you cannot say that to the veterans people, because that is such an insult to us. It makes me cry as a family of that. It makes me sad that this United States of America, the people of it seems like they don't care anymore. You don't care because guess why? Because it was given free to you. There's no blood that's shed from your family. And for me, I cannot accept that because my family shed the blood for this country. And I hope when you do go vote, you don't just vote blindly. I ask for you guys to know what you're voting for. The bill, it doesn't matter what party you are. At least exercise your freedom as an American, knowing what you're doing when you go voting. So God bless, guys. Thank you so much for the chance to be able to speak up with this live here. And God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day, guys. Freedom isn't free. Remember that. Freedom is always cost lives. And that is my intake about the people that don't know what they're doing when it comes voting. Study your rights, guys. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening. Do find your local area, the state you belong to, mayor's office, their website, the bill is there. Find out about what it is. And before you go to the voting booth, read about it so that you know what bill you are voting for, so that you're taking responsibility on what you're voting for. That is my intake about this kind of stuff. Thank you, guys. I see you guys later. God bless.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody ass came from the people who deceive me. Bloody ass break, the chains don't free me. Look at the change, look at the pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go again. I'll be the best, above all the rest, but need to be tested. Ain't nothing less, your check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah.
He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression,
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands came from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep, only scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change hands, you can say no freely.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse.